Hi, everyone. My name is Callie Goode, and this is the Hope, Hugs, and Happiness podcast. I'm joined by my wonderful friend, Angela Spence, who is a entrepreneur and investor, and I'm sure many other things that I'm forgetting at the moment. Hi, Angela. Great to have you on the podcast.
Thank you, Callie. Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Yeah, how are you?
I am doing absolutely wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you.
Great.
Well,
So as we get started here, tell us a little bit about yourself and what it is you do.
my name is Angela Spence. I'm out of Kinston, North Carolina. I am a serial entrepreneur. I am a financial advisor, a real estate investor. I work with domestic victims with the program of victors, not victims of domestic violence. And I also try to mentor our youth, and I do a lot of work within the community.
That's amazing. Such a broad and very important resume you built there for yourself.
I wear a lot of hats.
Yeah, don't we all as women, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about what you currently have going on and about your businesses and what's happening for you in 2022.
Well, I own an automotive repair shop. We're full service. The only thing I do not offer is gas. I have a total of 6 techs that are currently working, one including myself. We work with all foreign and domestic vehicles. I've been doing this business for altogether about 9 years. I've been in the automotive field and within completing the repairs. I also have a location that by 2023, I hope it actually goes live to the public. It's Southern Plantation and Vineyard. It's going to be an Airbnb and a vineyard, as well as many things for hunting, fishing, preserve, and things like that. And I've been doing investing in real estate and flipping, selling, buying, and I've been helping the domestic violence victims actually learn their stability and how to get on their feet and step out of a life and step out of that mentality of lack as though they're not good enough. Between working in the automotive field during the day, I've really put a lot of the resources that I have into getting them placed where they need to go and working with them so they can actually retrain their subconscious mind and know and understand their self-worth.
That's amazing. I love all of that. Let me just first comment on, you have such a beautiful heart, and I think that's an incredible goal. I can't wait to see what you do with this vineyard Airbnb. So many people are stepping into that space, and I think it's a very lucrative opportunity if it's structured in the right way. So that's very exciting. And then also I'm working with domestic violence victims, also something very close to my heart.
Yes.
Not that I've had a lot of experience with people with those stories, but I just have a massive heart for any kind of underdog that I happen across. So I think that's really beautiful, and I can see some collaborations potentially between you and me with that one. So
that would be great.
Yeah,
I look forward to that.
Yeah, definitely. So tell us a little bit more about where what exactly you want to achieve specifically for each one of those ventures in 2022.
2022, I've been looking at expanding to a second location, opening up the brand of Kinston Automotive. I've been looking at multiple locations within different states, getting out there, traveling, knowing the land, learning the market, to have an opportunity to open up another location within, well, I've been looking at multiple properties, and I have a list, and I'm building my flow for that list to actually gain the opportunity to purchase. So it's not just myself. I have multiple people that are wanting to invest in that property. So, or properties, I should say. Within Total Life Changes, I've been working within Total Life Changes. That's actually been giving me an opportunity to expand my health and wealth, and wellness, not just within my mind, my body, my spirit, my soul, and learn more of a meaning of meditation. The things that I have actually been taking have helped me remain focused, stay energized, because my schedule is so busy. Sometimes I don't have an opportunity to eat. So these things have actually given me an opportunity to stay nourished. And it's been absolutely amazing. So I've expanded in that, and then within the domestic violence program that I actually have, I'm looking at the properties that are obtained, actually turning them into homes of like-minded people, to where they could actually continually and successfully live a life of happiness, around people that are motivated and people that will actually inspire, so that way they know that their life can actually go on until they can go ahead and maintain until they spread their wings and actually start their own and create their own life in which they would like to have.
That's incredible. And I think that goes to show that you understand that recovery is not just a week, a day, a year process. It's many years and the culmination of many small steps, a lot of which, from my own recovery journey, I understand that can be very scary and overwhelming when you don't know how to navigate the world in a certain sort of way that you've never been asked to before. And so having that stable environment to be able to have bad days, have good days, have everything in between is very important for a person to recover in a healthy way. And I think, there's so much collaboration that can go on there between speakers and authors and all these people who will help these victims recover every layer of their life, because it's not just about their relationship, it's about their well-being on every level, their mindset, their wounds around trauma, their perspectives of what a healthy relationship is. All of those things are so important.
Yes, they are. The goal is for them to understand freedom, the freedom from bondage, freedom from actually being violated, the domestic situations. And it goes along with men, women, and teens. So
Exactly.
it's a large variety of people that are out there that sometimes they don't feel as though they have a voice, and they don't know. And it gives them the freedom to express who they really are and break that bondage and break their chains, even though everybody is gracefully broken. They can actually see the changes and how it feels to hold their arms out and take a deep breath and know that it's going to be okay, and it is okay to be them.
Exactly. No, I have so much heart for that, because even though my recovery journey is very different than all of that, there's so many parallels that can be drawn to any kind of person that's went through a traumatic experience, and how hard you have to work to climb yourself out of it. It's not an easy feat at all. So having that emotional stability is really important. And I also love, you mentioned about your winery and your hunting and fishing venture too. That's very deeply rooted in my heart, because I live in a place where hunting and fishing is a big industry out here, as I suppose it is out there. So that's cool.
Well, I love it. That is how can I say, that is my peace. That is my hideaway. That is where I can actually rejuvenate my mind. And that's the place that I go to whenever I have some of my most creative thinking.
That's beautiful. Yeah. Of course, being in the mountains of Colorado, you can imagine that there's incredible hunting and fishing opportunities out here.
Oh yes, there are a lot of opportunities.
Yeah. So I'd love to have you out here sometime so you can experience it for yourself.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, we'll put that on the bucket list at some point.
Okay.
Yeah. So, anything else that you would like to share with everyone about who you are and what you do?
Well, I would like to leave everybody with a little bit of inspiration. It is okay to be different. I've been a woman in an automotive field. I have been known very well as a tomboy, hunting, fishing, whatever. It is okay to be different. It is okay to be a woman doing a man's job or what a man does. It is okay to be yourself. Being different is absolutely amazing. And I challenge everyone to go ahead and find the inner strength within themselves to find and search for who they are, who they want to be, and take the chains off and go for it.
That's amazing. I think you're such an inspiration, like you said, for other women who have automotive inclinations, which obviously I do not, but I celebrate all women in all spaces because I think as you may have seen this on my TikTok, I was talking about why being disabled is actually a blessing. And there's so many of us that stand up for very unique places in this world. And I very much believe that God put us all here uniquely to stand up in whatever way we feel aligned to do so, so other people feel inspired to do the same.
Absolutely. Callie, you're an amazing person. You're an
Yeah.
absolutely amazing person.
Thank you.
Even my son heard your podcast. He was like, wow, she's awesome.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I hope to bless, serve, and empower many more people with this podcast and all of the other things that I'm looking and in the process of creating.
Well, Callie, I will go ahead and tell you, I cannot wait to see what the future holds. I mean, you're an absolute inspiration. I mean, especially for me. Look, my day, I'm like, look, I'm going to click on Callie, see what Callie has to say today.
Well, I'm glad that I'm gaining fans out there in the metaverse, as it were, I suppose. So I appreciate you, Angela, and everything you represent. And thank you so much for agreeing to be on this podcast. And thank you everyone for watching the Hope, Hugs, and Happiness podcast. And I'll see you next time.